This is Hiker Dude Dad. I am parked under a bridge along the Susquehanna River, just across the river from Duncannon, north of Harrisburg. You might ask, why are you parked under a bridge? Well, because I'm going to climb that today. Alright, so right across from the Ferry Bridge is the Appalachian Trail. So you're coming north across the river, you come to the town of Duncannon, Appalachian Trail town, very accommodating to hikers. There is a walking portion across this big bridge here that you'll come across, cut across the tracks here, and you got this little stone steps here. We're going to do the section here from the Ferry Bridge up to the Ferry shelter. It goes across the ridge line of Peters Mountain, and then we'll come down on the Susquehanna Trail. So we've got the AT blazed in white, of course, and then we'll come down on blue. This trail right away climbs. We're gonna do barely 5 miles on this for the loop, but we're gonna do 1,200 feet of elevation. This is an ass kicker, and it gets you going right away with this climb. So Peters Mountain goes, the ridge on Peters Mountain is really long. I have no idea how long you're on it when you're on the AT, but it is pretty long. And we're kind of at the butt end here that overlooks the river. So as we walk up, we're going to get a couple good looks at Duncannon and the river. It is very green, so I'm hoping a lot of those overlooks aren't blocked, but we'll see what we get here. We've done 2 switchbacks so far, and we're 100 feet above the road. It climbs quick. We are barely a 1/10 of a mile in, and it climbs very fast. So already breathing heavy. Poles are definitely out for this section. Once we get up to the ridge, you're basically just straddling boulders and pointy rocks. So when we get up to the top of the ridge, the poles are going away. But for here, with this climb, definitely gonna keep them out. It is very green compared to last time I was here. The only downside here is the road noise. You got 322 and I guess 147 here, I think, is the Halifax exit that we got off on. A lot of tractor trailer traffic, but soon we're gonna be high enough that it's not really gonna matter. Especially with all the foliage here, it's gonna block out that road noise soon. I've seen a lot of through hikers on this section of the trail over the years of me doing it. Really makes me want to get out there, do the same. See a lot of through hikers here, see a lot of people doing, 100-mile clips. This trail can be very narrow at times. It's definitely rocky. You definitely have to watch for slipping, sliding rocks. It's real easy to lose your footing on this, and it's pretty steep drops if you do. So I'm going to turn this off and focus for a while. There's always a lot of downed trees here on this trail. I think the trail's so narrow, so rocky. These trees are just hanging on the cliffside. I feel like if I'm ever actually going to hear or see a tree fall in a place, like live, this might be it. Right I think everything's just kind of sliding down this mountainside. A lot of steps cut into the trail, a lot of the rock steps, some log steps. Road noise is decreasing. We're already a few hundred feet up. I mean, we're not that far distance-wise. It feels like we are, but we're not very far distance-wise. We are not even a half mile in, 0.4 miles into this, so feels like we've gone about 2 miles though, because we're probably 300-400 feet high right now above the road. That was a good thing about driving up here today. I drive up from Lancaster, so it's 283 west to 83 north around Harrisburg, which can really be a pain. Bumper to bumper traffic at 7:30 in the morning when I drove past it today, and then 81 south to 322 west. I know from commuting in Harrisburg that could be a bear, but with stay-at-home orders, people working from home, breezed right by. Not one time did I slam on the brakes. So that's nice. People are working at home. In rush hour around Harrisburg, nothing like it should be. A couple more nice rock steps here. Ugh, kind of a big one there. This is all climbing. I am awake. I am awake already. Probably about a third of the way up here. There's a little unmarked kind of side excursion here. Have a little rock wall there, and you can come out here to a bit of an overlook. This is just past where the Blue Blaze Susquehanna Trail comes into the picture. There you go. So we parked north of here. Kind of came up through the mountain here. I don't know if you can see the bridge right down there. We're parked right under that. That's where we started. It cuts across the Susquehanna, and then straight ahead is just north of Duncannon. That's where the Juniata Creek merges with the Susquehanna. So looking straight ahead is Juniata. Don't know if we have a good view of Duncannon yet. We're right across the river from it. So it's over there. Cool little town of Duncannon, very, very hiker friendly. Yeah, might get a better view up higher. Train passing through town right now. But yeah, that's a big stop for through hikers on the Appalachian Trail. You have to hike right down Main Street, basically, right through the main street of town to continue on the AT. But definitely a big restock area. You know, pub, little hotels, laundry, all that kind of stuff in Duncannon if you are through hiking. All right, so now I just got to come back here, find my white blazes, and continue to the right. This is the flattest section of this trail. By far. backtrack just a little bit here till I find my blazes. Should be this way. Maybe to the right here. Well, this is funny. All right, there's a stone wall, so I think right along here. Yep. All trails is telling me out to the left here, so definitely a lot of dead leaf clutter here. We'll find it. No problem. Like 30 seconds after I cut the video off, I was back on the trail, no problem. This kind of stays flat for a while here. Might have a little bit of I heard something over here. Looks like a snaky area, but I heard something move. This continues flat for a while. When you're driving on 322 and you look at the kind of cliff face of this end of Peters Mountain here, you could definitely see some waterfalls coming down. So I think there may be, with all the rain we've gotten, there may be an impromptu stream crossing up here, so I'll turn it on for that. If not, I'm just going to time lapse the meat of the climb here. Like right before you get up to the top of the ridge, there's about 7 or 8 switchbacks, and it's just basically stairs. But it's probably that last like 500 feet of climb, you know, to get us up to that 1,200 feet of elevation that we were looking for today. So I think unless I get a little stream crossing here, next time I turn it on will be that time lapse of those 7 or 8 switchbacks up to the kind of rocky ridge here at Peters Mountain. Okay, so here's Duncannon straight across. We're about to do the 7 switchbacks. Out there is Cove Mountain, home to the Hawk Rock Overlook. Big fan of that. Also on the AT. But I'm going to do these 7 switchbacks now. Comment below, do you count switchbacks as the horizontal like walking path, or do you count each corner, each actual switch as a switchback? I'm counting corners, so as soon as we hit that first turn, it's going to be 1. When we hit the next turn, that's 2. So I'm going to count 7 switchbacks up to the top here, and I'm going to hit the time lapse. All right, so 7 switchbacks later, we're up here just about at the top. There's a little bit to go, but man, have a great view up here of the Susquehanna. We're wrapped around Duncannon is back there, and then straight across is Cove Mountain with Hawk Rock. But yeah, we're up here on this rocky ridge that Peters Mountain has. I am going to put the hiking poles away. It's going to be, I'm going to need my hands free. The way this rock that I'm on is angled, like that's basically the kind of ridge you're walking across. It's like 45-degree angle on each side. I usually fall once or twice, but there's some places there where it's like, this is a trail, and then I remember it's Pennsylvania. So just gonna take a little break here, get the poles up on the backpack, then we'll get moving again. I always have big plans to climb up all these rocks and see from even higher than I already was. But once you do that climb through the switchbacks, you really don't feel like climbing boulders when you get here. Yeah, up here on the ridge of Peters Mountain, that's the trail. Like, that is called a trail in Pennsylvania. I think they just were like, hey, there's no trees there, that's walkable. So looking to the south, then in the distance you can see the river winding through Susquehanna. That's where I just came from, out to the west. And again, right across the river here, just slightly to the northwest here, is Duncannon, and the Juniata coming in. So poles are away, hands are open, ready to basically walk on this rock boulder balance beam and hopefully not find any snakes. Yeah, so according to the blazes, this 45 to 50 degree, 45 to 60 degree slope is a trail. Let's do it. Rocky Ridge indeed. Peters Mountain, man. What were you thinking, Peter? So we had a little bit of an easy path for a while, but then here we come again through a bunch of rocks. See anything alive or moving. It's a chilly morning. I don't expect to see snakes. It's about 45 degrees when I started. Can't be more than 50 now. It's breezy, crisp air. Almost straight across from the Juniata River, and 322 heading up north towards State College there through the red light district. But we're pretty close to where we parked, but probably 1,000 or so feet above it. Oh yeah, okay. There's a blaze over there, but a tree down in the way. So I think I'm gonna cut up this way. Looks like I can get around it. Boy. Yeah, actually, I'm past it right here. Guess I could have snuck up through around. Back on the path, if you can call it that. One good thing about up here is very little graffiti. This is a heck of a hike to get up to, and I think the artists aren't quite motivated enough. It's really hard to stay on the trail here, so All Trails is telling me straight. I'm right at the 2-mile mark right now. It feels like 5 miles so far. There's a place. Again, very rocky, and the elevation is killer. I mean, you do almost all 1,200 feet of this trail in 2 miles.
Where are you coming from?
Just doing a day hike from the bridge down there, 322. So,
cool.
Yeah, big 2.5 miles so far. Okay, so we went to Clark's Ferry shelter. I didn't film much. There was somebody staying there. I feel weird talking to the camera with people around still. Maybe that'll go away someday. I don't know, but saw a glimpse of it back there. We're on our way back now. We're gonna take the Susquehanna Trail down the hill. Be 1 mile down to the AT, and then just a little bit back to the railroad tracks there. So we're switching from white to blue, and gonna head back down the hill. This is you got to brake a lot on this hill. It's pretty steep. It's not too bad. There's some big open spots, some rocky spots, but it's definitely the easier way down this hill. Going back down the way we came up, wow, I don't know about that. I saw another couple through hikers coming through that looked to be going down that way. I mean, if they were AT people, they were going to stick on that trail and not take this Susquehanna Trail. So feel bad for them trying to navigate down those 7 switchbacks there. I've done it once. It's not fun. Yeah, so this is pretty rocky. A lot of rock steps on here too in this section. Got like a millipede or something here on this thing that I, of course, have to climb over. Yep. It's my wife's favorite thing. So yeah, I don't know. This is Pierce Mountain right here, Clark's Ferry area. Just a rocky mess. This is why the AT in Pennsylvania has its reputation of Rocksylvania, where boots go to die. All right, so coming down the last little bit of the Susquehanna Trail here. I think right around this corner I'm gonna meet up again with the AT. Yeah, we're checking at the end here, but yeah, I went through a spot there where it was nice and flat and relaxing. I was actually chatting with Jay a little bit, but yeah, now we got these rocks here, and as soon as we hit the AT, it's going to be a sharp drop back down to the stairs near the railroad tracks. I thought it was right around the corner. Oh, another nice little flat open part of the trail. It's not all rocks, so these are just really make you feel good and relax a little bit. Yeah, here's our connector. So right here, so we're coming down. Now we're back on the AT White Blazes. Kind of a little stream here, but here's the sign we saw on the way up. Took the Appalachian Trail straight out there, up the Switchbacks, back the ridge this way. Now we're coming back down, and this is stuff that we did before, but we're right over the river. We're gonna do a couple hundred feet really fast right here. So home stretch here, coming down Peters Mountain. Highway sounds pretty loud. Back at 322 here. Yeah, so this part is so steep right here. As I was coming down the hill, there was a train passing by. I couldn't see it through the trees, but there's definitely a train coming through. One time I definitely had to wait right here, just, you know, right at these steps, feet away from the tracks, waiting for a train to pass. It was on the closest track, of course, but that was kind of interesting. But we'll take a look all around, watching for trains here, and then cross, and we'll wrap it up in a few. So hitting the road back to Lancaster. Heck of a hike, man. That's a butt kicker. Just shy of 1,200 feet and 4.6 miles. So I think we're 1158 as far as elevation. So that was awesome. It's Tuesday. I've done 2 hikes this week. I want to try and get out there every single day. Yeah, man, I don't know. This is just a nice little drive on the river now. There's Cove Mountain across the way. Here's where I just was. Waterfall, hopefully you can see it. I don't recall crossing that little stream up top, but yeah, just water gushing out of the rocks there. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. I'm gonna keep doing them anyway. This is fun, and I love being outside. It is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I am going to go home, get some Mexican lager. I think we're making taco casserole tonight. Just gonna throw down under quarantine in our own house with the kids. So, whatever. Dad stuff. Click the link to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, man. Virtual hiking, man, it's the future. Cheers.